Hey you guys, it's Jordan here, and today, it's been actually a really long time since I did my last drawing on this channel, and I mean, honestly, it's just been because college and stuff like that, and not only that, I have my main channel where I, play games and stuff, so it's kind of hard to, balance both of the channels at once, but I felt like I wanted to start making my drawings more video based because I'd like to be able to always look back on whatever I draw. So I figured what better way than making a video, like a speed art maybe. And I don't know if this is even gonna, I don't know how much this is exactly gonna work. Like this drawing took me at least like, I don't know, like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to draw, and as you guys can probably see, like up close, the drawing looks really, paintish. It looks, you can see all the brush strokes and all the little jagged lines and stuff, but the further you zoom out, obviously it's gonna start looking better and better. Like as you can see now, it looks almost perfect in my opinion. The only thing that I really need to work on is shading a little bit more and making things symmetrical and making them make sense, because I'm not used to drawing things at this angle. Like as you can see, my helmet looks like it's at a different perspective than the one on the left, and I don't know exactly, I haven't really taken any college classes on art just yet, well, digital art specifically, like as far as like drawing on a drawing pad, so I'm completely self-taught at this point. Like I've watched a couple of YouTube videos and gotten some hints from friends and stuff like that, so that obviously helps with the whole process. And yeah, so I as far as art goes, like if you guys watched my last video, obviously I hope I've improved a lot, because these are the kind of drawings I wanted to make. I wanted to make drawings that look really good, semi-realistic, and that they're good to look at, they're fun to look at. And right now, one of my biggest weaknesses for drawing is just the fact that I can't really draw humans well. Like I can't draw the human body or like the human face or eyes that well, and I'm pretty sure you'll notice that as a trend for how I draw, mainly because I don't know how to I don't know how to draw the body, so I just end up drawing the body in a set of armor, or a set of armor by itself. It's just I don't really have that that perspective yet, I'd say, because I just practice with what I feel comfortable with right now, and I try to learn as much as I can before I try to move into something more complicated, which in my opinion is a good idea. But obviously some people would say try to practice with what you're not good at and then practice what you're good at. But I feel like when it comes to learning a new skill, especially something you're passionate about, progress is something that you almost always want to see, and the harder it is to see that progress, the harder it is to keep drawing in a way. Like for me, I just always focused on what I was good at, and I always just try to try something new with each drawing. I would try to draw something I've never drawn before. For example, I have a lot of experience drawing helmets, but almost no experience drawing plate legs or boots or hands, so whenever I draw something like this, I try to include something that I normally wouldn't, like something that would throw me off, or potentially make me start thinking for a while and have me redraw, draw, because there are a lot of versions of this helmet that I have saved, and I didn't really save them. I didn't really like draw them all, because I'm not showing them right now because like obviously they're like this file is transparent, right? So here, let me show you guys. Let me see if I can get to the layers right here. Alright, so if I were to take away this, you see there's a lot of like empty spaces, and I still don't even know how to fix that, guys. Like I wonder how it looks when you zoom out. Yeah, so like there's a lot of empty spaces and whatnot, so like I don't really know how to deal with that yet. Like I'm thinking about just having a background, but I don't think a background is necessarily important. I think it's really important that I get my point across as far as like how to draw it in the first place, and then I learn how to draw it properly, and then I learned how to draw it in a cool way. And one thing that I really have learned, which was a really good tip, is that you should never, like, starting off, you should never really use another person's art to learn, I'd say. Well, you can, it's just like most of the time you want to draw like the actual thing, because if you're drawing someone else's drawing of the actual thing, you're drawing their perspective. Like, as you can see, my helmet and that helmet look almost completely different, you know, because that's how I view the helmet. I take out a lot of details to make it easier for me to, you know, process it. I somewhat even draw it from a different perspective with different, like, shading a little bit, and it's just a whole bunch of stuff that I changed to make it easier on me. And, you know, chances are if you're watching someone else draw it, they're doing the same thing, or unless they're like really good to the point where they don't have to do that, or something like that. So it's always good to, like, just keep in mind, you always want to use realistic things. Like, if you want to draw armor, for example, like I am right now, you want to study armor and what everything's purpose is, just so you know exactly what it does. Like, that would be like trying to draw a car without knowing what the wheels do. So you'll be like, oh, why do they have to be on the bottom? You know, why can't they be on the top? Well, obviously because the car can't drive without the wheels on the bottom, right? So, I mean, that's just an example, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I hope I've improved a lot. Like, it's just the process is very long. Like, I've probably spent so many hours drawing, and I plan on spending way more just, you know, practicing, because obviously I'm not perfect. No one's perfect, and you can always learn something new, and art is never, like, finished, you know, it's always just left behind. I like to, you know, use that as an example, but I'll go ahead and show you guys some of my drawings. So here, for example, I drew another helmet, and it was like just completely from the side view. So let me show you guys this. Let's see. This is the first version of it, and that's the second version. So I'll just pull both of them up. I don't see any harm in that. Let's see. I don't see it anywhere. I hope Alright, well, you guys can basically see it like that. Like, I don't know why it's not in a PSD file. I think it's just the posture file. So I'll just open this one. And let's see. Alright, so basically I was drawing, what the hell is wrong with this white, like, background? I don't know what's causing this. Like, I can't see anything over it. That's confusing. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, I hope you guys just enjoyed this video of me talking. Hopefully I can do some kind of speed art over this anytime soon. And if you guys, you know, if you're an artist and you have any tips for me, it'd be great for you to leave them down. If you're curious to what I'm practicing, it's basically I want to go into concept art, but obviously I have to take my steps to get there first. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Taro's out, and peace.